action.
All right, so we're here today doing a repair test, 56 Synagogue Road in Lebanon, Connecticut. Got a wind damaged shingle. You can see that from that heavy crease across the top side. If you look across the bottom, that has been come unsealed for some time there. Now, for the repair test, pretty much just gonna do the basics, make sure we can get the shingle out, take the surrounding nails out from the shingle itself. I usually prefer to go ahead and start from the top side down, get the shingles exposed. The shingle's actually well sealed in there. It's kind of worn down to the fiberglass in some spots here. Tore through there. It's just so thin on the shingle itself. Kind of hard when it's down in the fiberglass mat in some places. Yeah, even then, trying to do the fine way around it. Okay, there we go. Did crack the shingle a little bit, but that's just one of the tough parts about when a shingle's over 20 years old. All right, so we got our shingle seam edge here lifted up. So one of the first things notice here pretty quickly, there is very thin shingle matting left on this. However, they did nail in the proper spots. So with that being said, gonna have to go into the shingle above, as these nails are going to be holding this in below. But we're gonna go ahead and pop these out for the time being. And they actually didn't put a nail here in the center. They did put one over here. And this nail, as you can see, it's actually really far high nailed over the top. Nail was just shot in a little deep there. Difficult for the most part to pull out. That nail kind of cured to the shingle and stayed stuck. So yeah, assumedly so. They did nail in through the shingles above that section there. So we are gonna have to go above and get this unsealed. This nail's actually all the way below the shingle. Looks like they actually flank drove it through the shingle into the roof deck. So it's in there deep. A lot of times we'll see blow through from these roofers, just go straight through the nails and the roof. And of course, around these areas, like I was mentioning, able to see some rust starting to develop around these nail heads from these wind lifting shingles around the section. And of course, around these areas, like I was mentioning, able to see some rust starting to develop around these nail heads from these wind lifting shingles around this section here. This last one will sit up here. Still got one more step at the top. At least it does look like it's just one layer. Yep, there's our roof deck. So one layer of shingles. But from lifting that, you can actually see here, gonna be that first sign of creasing and scarring, where that shingle crease is starting to develop pretty nice and heavy. You can already see that there forming. And that's just from the taking out and removal of one shingle. I haven't even actually yet installed the other shingle, which is the more difficult part. All right, let's see that part here real quick. Since we properly removed all the nails, everything fits as it should. And now to reset everything back into place.